Everybody knows that some cars are not as safe as others. There are other reasons not to buy a car as well. And like maybe it doesn't have some of the features that you want, but in general, there's a lot of cars that you should never ever buy. And in this video, we're going to be going over some of those so that you never make this mistake. We're going to be taking a look at 7 cars that you should never buy, and this video is presented by Intrigue Media. So if you have not subscribed and you're a fan of our channel, go ahead and do that because we're dropping new videos every single day and you do not want to miss out. With that being said, let's hop into the 7 cars you should never buy. Number 7, Volvo XC90. So Volvo is usually known for making some of the safest cars on the road, and they're also known as a lower scale luxury brand. However, if you take a look at the 2004 and 2016 models, you can tell that they are having some serious manufacturing problems. The 2004 model was notorious for having a bunch of electrical problems involving the transmission as well. So my advice, if you're trying to get a luxury car, maybe go Mercedes or Maserati, as Volvo has been seeing some problems in recent years too, 2016 with their XC90 edition. Number 6, Range Rover Sport Diesel. Range Rover has never been the brand known for longevity and reliability. However, they are known for luxury, and that is why people continue to buy their cars. And a lot of the other models are perfectly okay, but I would definitely stay away from the Sport Diesel edition. So if you look at the Consumer Affairs website, you will know off the bat that there is a problem because there are over 300 one-star reviews. So that is never good. That is a lot of people giving it a 1-star review. Not 2, not 3, 1-star reviews. That is terrible. So there have been blown engines, turbo failures, under 100,000 miles, and transmission failures. Air suspension often fails at unexpected times as well. So I'm a huge fan of luxury and all of that, but in my opinion, I would just get a different model of the Range Rover if you insist on getting a car from this brand. Number 5, Jaguar XType. So I've actually owned a few cars produced by this brand before, and it is very surprising to me that I see Jaguar listed on here. I mean, I've never owned an X-Type, but I have seen them all over the place, and I did not know that they were actually ridden with problems. So the worst model is arguably the 2014 XF Type, and I would stay away from this model completely as it has some of the worst problems involving transmissions and engines. But the 2002 X-Type was awful too, as the transmission would fail with less than 87,000 miles on the car. That is absurd. And I would be very mad if my car's transmission failed this early on, because 87,000 miles, you know, you hear 87,000, that might be a lot. It's really not too much in the grand scheme of things for your transmission to be failing. So Jaguar X-Type, I'd be careful. Number 4, Fiat 500X. The Fiat 500X is a unique road-based SUV. It's unique because it actually does not have a 4-wheel drive option. When polled, it turned out that 33% of owners of this vehicle had problems with their 500X and with X's, with problems including engine and also non-electrical problems. So, you know, whenever I hear engine problems, I just run away. Engine problems are the worst because they can be so expensive, and the engine is so essential to a car functioning properly. Not to mention, this car is just ugly in my opinion, so I will not be getting this kind of car anytime soon. But that is personal opinion based on the facts of the car and the model and all the problems it has had. It is not necessarily safe, and I would stay away. Number 3, Nissan Xterra. So this model of car made by Nissan was only produced from 2000 to 2016. The 2005 model is actually known for having issues with the transmission. Here we go with the transmission again. Since it was an internal problem, oftentimes owners wouldn't even know until the transmission was fully blown. So with the 2005 vehicle, thousands of failures have been reported. You would have thought that Nissan would have taken care of this problem by now, but the next year had even more failures and problems reported. So in my opinion, if you're going Nissan, you should probably just buy an Altima or Maxima. Number 2, Ford Fiesta. The pure fact that this car has been manufactured for so long means that there are of course going to have been many problems reported involving this vehicle. However, the worst model year is probably the 2013, as there have been a plethora of issues with this model. The 2013 model has seen a lot of transmission failures as well, In fact, power shift transmissions on this vehicle are almost guaranteed to fail. This has been recorded happening with only 60,000 miles on the vehicle as well. That is even lower than the 87,000 with the transmission failing on the car a few numbers below this one. So 60,000, that's the lowest I've heard of cars routinely blowing their transmissions before they even hit 60,000 miles. So that is a huge problem. I would say do not go and buy the Ford Fiesta, but I'm sure you guys already know not to. I mean, have you seen the body on that thing? Number 1, Cadillac SRX. So for all the Cadillac fans who are going to be upset with this, don't be. It is just one model of car produced by the brand. So this is very shocking to me as well, because I did not ever see Cadillac as being a brand whose cars could potentially be a little dangerous and unsafe, but I don't make the rules, I just play by them. So the 2010 model year has the biggest problems, in my opinion. There are complaints of water within the headlights, which would short out the headlights and cause a large issue. So this could be made even worse if you're driving in the rain at night. So the headlights filling with rain, not working while it's raining. I mean, this is just set for a disaster movie scene. I mean, there are complaints of water within the headlights, which would short out the headlights and cause a therefore larger issue. You do not want water in the headlights, folks. That is a huge problem. That's a no-no. That is why this is number 1 on this list. So, and again, this can be made even worse if you're driving in terrible conditions. So there's also a recall on the V6 engine model. So whenever you hear about a recall, I would stay away from that model entirely, but it has to do with the engine too. So recall mixed with engine, mixed with these other problems with the water in the headlights, that is what makes the Cadillac SRX the number 1 on our list of cars you should probably not buy. So that is the list. It is complete. That is the list of the 7 most dangerous cars you should probably never buy. Or you could not listen to us and you could go buy these cars and experience some of those problems on your own. However, we will not be touching any of these vehicles. So if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and leave a comment. Also, make sure you subscribe if you like our content, because we are dropping new videos every single day and you do not want to miss any of them. Thank you guys for watching. We hope you have a wonderful day. This is Intrigue Media checking out.